Something more?
Yes, people. Well, you're trying to close the gap. Some of them trying to open it again, and that's.
It's a sort of common thing. At many levels of their being, to see you moving in the same way that you don't feel good when your inner being sort of keeps moving at your bequest without you. Your friends don't like it when you keep moving without them being able to keep up with you either. What everyone wants, whether it's a material object or a pile of money, what's behind all desire is a desire to feel better. So the better you feel, two things are accomplished. You help others realize that you can feel good, and maybe they might believe that they can too, but they might have a lot of flawed premises, like Esther thinking she'd cut the trees down, that keep them from accepting that they too can feel better.
So if everything else fails, you just end up sitting in a small room enjoying yourself.
At first, or a big room. But then what happens is, if that accomplishes what we know it will, and you get into the receiving mode, then you'll get an impulse. And if you follow the impulse, it'll be out there where others are, and it'll be such good timing that then you'll have a satisfying experience, not in a small room by yourself. And then, and only then, will any of this be meaningful, because right now it's just blah, 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 words from someone who apparently really believes what they're saying. Esther and Jerry had a friend. They used to meet with him pretty regularly. Brilliant man. He lived in an estate on the East Coast, and one night at dinner, they met once or twice a year when they would go to the Boston area. And one night Esther said, well, you know, I believe that. And he said, I know you do, Esther. And it's his way of saying, I know you believe it, Esther, but I don't believe it, so give it a rest. That's really the message that he was giving. And Esther laughed so hard she spit her soup, because she so got it that he didn't necessarily want her to drag him by the hair into her beliefs. But I believe that. I know you do, Esther. So you just have to find your own alignment and find your own happiness, and then watch what happens as a result of it, because words don't teach. It's only life experience that teaches. And that's why you know so much that you know. We're just fine-tuning here. But the big thing that we're offering that will serve you so well is letting go of more conditions and being more unconditional, which means you just got to focus yourself into more alignment. And if you can accept that in every waking moment you're offering a vibration, and law of attraction then is calling you to something because of that, and if you can accept therefore that you are always under the influence of something, and that when you are under the influence of your source energy, which really helps you deal with that death thing that there isn't any of, that you're under the influence of source energy, and that when you are under the influence of source energy, you're in the receiving mode, which opens you to everything.